The adult human body has 206 bones, which are divided into two main parts: the axial skeleton, 80 bones in the skull, spine, ribs, and sternum, and the appendicular skeleton, 126 bones in the shoulders, arms, pelvis, legs, and feet. Bones provide structural support, protect organs, and enable movement. The backbone, also known as the vertebral or spinal column, is a structure of 33 interconnected bones called vertebrae that runs from the skull to the lower back. It serves to support the body, protect the spinal cord, and enable movement like bending and twisting. Anatomy and composition. Vertebrae. The backbone is made of 33 vertebrae, though the 5 vertebrae in the sacrum and the 3 to 5 in the coccyx are fused together in adults. Intervertebral discs. Cushioning fibrous cartilage discs separate most of the vertebrae, acting as shock absorbers and allowing for flexibility. Spinal cord. The vertebrae form a canal through which the delicate spinal cord passes, protected by the bone and surrounding tissues. Muscles and ligaments. The spine is supported by a network of muscles and ligaments that provide stability and aid in movement. Function support. It provides the main framework for the trunk of the body. Protection. It protects the spinal cord, which is a crucial pathway for nerve signals between the brain and the rest of the body. Movement. It allows for a range of motion, including bending and twisting, thanks to the joints and discs between the vertebrae. Segments of the spine. Cervical, neck 7 vertebrae, C1, C7, thoracic, chest 12 vertebrae, T1, T12, lumbar, lower back 5 vertebrae, L1, L5, sacral, pelvis 5 fused vertebrae forming the sacrum-coccygeal, tailbone 3 to 5 fused vertebrae forming the coccyx. The neck is the region of the body, and the collarbone, or clavicle, is a bone located at the base of the neck that connects the sternum, breastbone, to the shoulder blade. Its primary function is to act as a strut, supporting the shoulder and allowing for a wide range of arm movements. This S-shaped bone is one of the most commonly fractured bones due to its critical position and exposure. Anatomy and location. The collarbone is a pair of slender, S-shaped bones with one on each side of the neck. It extends horizontally from the center of the chest, the sternum, to the shoulder blade, scapula. It is often visible, especially in individuals with less body fat in the neck region. Support. It holds the shoulder blade in place, keeping the shoulder stable and the arm free to move. Movement. It rotates along its axis when you lift your arm, which allows for a greater range of motion. Protection. It helps protect the underlying nerves and blood vessels that extend from the neck into the arm. Force transmission. It transmits force from the arm to the rest of the skeleton, which is why it's vulnerable to fractures from falls. The hip bone is a large, complex bone formed by the fusion of 3 separate bones: the ilium, ischium, and pubis. The hip joint is a ball and socket joint created where the hip bone socket, the acetabulum, receives the head of the femur, thigh bone. Together with the sacrum and coccyx, 2 hip bones form the pelvis or pelvic girdle. Components of the hip bone: ilium, the largest, uppermost part of the hip bone, which has a wing-like shape and provides stability. Ischium, the lower and posterior part of the hip bone, which supports body weight when sitting. Pubis, the anterior, front, part of the hip bone, which connects the 2 hip bones at the front via the pubic symphysis. The hip joint ball, the head of the femur, thigh bone, fits into the socket of the hip bone. Socket. The acetabulum is the deep, cup-shaped socket on the hip bone that receives the femoral head. This ball and socket structure allows for a wide range of motion, which is essential for activities like walking, running, and sitting. The main chest bones are the ribs, 24 total, 12 on each side, the sternum, or breastbone, in the center of the chest, and the thoracic vertebrae at the back. These bones form the protective rib cage, which houses and shields the heart and lungs. The first 7 pairs of ribs are connected to the sternum by costal cartilage, while the other ribs are attached to the sternum indirectly or not at all. Ribs. There are 12 pairs of ribs, making up 24 ribs in total. They attach to the thoracic vertebrae in the back and the sternum in the front. They protect the internal organs and play a role in breathing. Sternum. Also known as the breastbone, the sternum is a flat, T-shaped bone in the center of the chest. It is made up of 3 parts: the manubrium, body, and xiphoid process. It connects to the ribs via costal cartilage. Thoracic vertebrae. The thoracic vertebrae form the posterior part of the rib cage. The ribs connect to these vertebrae. The leg and foot contain 30 bones per limb. The femur, thigh, and patella, kneecap, form the thigh and knee. The tibia and fibula are the 2 bones of the lower leg, and the foot is made of tarsals, 7 ankle and heel bones, metatarsals, 5 bones in the midfoot, and phalanges, 14 toe bones. Bones of the thigh and knee. Femur, the single, large bone of the thigh. Patella, the kneecap, a small bone at the front of the knee joint. Bones of the lower leg. Tibia, the larger, weight-bearing bone on the inner, medial, side of the lower leg. Fibula, the smaller, thinner bone on the outer, lateral, side of the lower leg. Bones of the foot. Tarsals, 7 bones that form the ankle and heel. Metatarsals, 5 long bones that form the arch and the main part of the foot, connecting the tarsals to the toes. Phalanges, the bones of the toes. The big toe has 2 phalanges, and the other 4 toes each have 3, proximal, middle, and distal. The skull is made of 22 bones, divided into 8 cranial bones that protect the brain and 14 facial bones that form the face. Cranial bones, 8, frontal bone. Parietal bones, 2, temporal bones, 2, occipital bones. Sphenoid bone. Ethmoid bone. Facial bones, 14, mandible, lower jaw, maxillae, 2, zygomatic bones, cheek bones, 2, nasal bones, 2, lacrimal bones, 2, palatine bones, 2, vomer. Inferior nasal conchae, 2, arm and forearm. Humerus, the single bone of the upper arm. Ulna, one of the 2 bones in the forearm. Radius, the other bone in the forearm, located on the thumb side. Hand and wrist. Carpals, 8 small bones that make up the wrist. Metacarpals, the 5 long bones in the palm of the hand. Phalanges, the 14 finger bones, with 3 in each finger, distal, middle, and proximal, and 2 in the thumb.